Part 2, that is for the natural language processing part 2 video. So in this particular video already we have seen in particular first part about the introduction to the natural language processing, okay, and where we are using the natural language processing. So this particular video will make you understand better whenever you will do the coding part. So the flow of how the natural language processing you will connect, the pipeline you will build, okay. So suppose if you are just doing any sorts of problems, okay, that will be related to the other sentiment analysis, or whether it is related to the chatbot, or whether it is related to the any natural language processing, whether you are just dealing with the sequence of data, okay. So at that case you have to use the NLP concept and you have to build some models, okay. So how you will use these particular things, okay, that is the really crucial things you have to understand this one, okay. So how we will start with the particular, this is the pipeline, how this will be flow, okay. So I will just make you clear how the first step, what is what, and from where the particular text is flowing and up to where you are getting the result, okay. So here only the basic thing I'm just giving, the overflow of that overview I'm just giving. So what this basically you will going to use whenever you will do the coding part, okay. So before jumping to the coding part, you must understand this basic knowledge of this. Basically whenever you are going for any sorts of, you are doing the problem that is related to the NLP, okay. The first step is the text pre-processing step. So text pre-processing step is the one of the most important step, okay. So in here what you are just doing, I'll just go line by line also. So what you are doing in the text pre-processing, basically you are just converting the unstructured data to a structured data, okay. It indirectly means that whenever your text data consists of any lowercase or some uppercase, some lowercase, you are just modifying them, you are just converting every data to a lowercase. Suppose this is the first step you can just do. If your data set, okay, if your data has if the sequence of the word or data has a HTML tag like a, you can just take then particular that particular tag you have to remove, okay. So they are the basically the noise in this particular data, okay. So you have to remove this one, that is the text pre-processing step. And the third step is the basically the removing special character, that is like at rate symbol or hash symbol, or you can just say percentile symbol. This particular has no meaning in this particular whenever you will feed this particular data to a model, okay. So you have to do this text pre-processing step. The first step you have to do the text pre-processing step. Then after what you will do, text normalization you will do, okay. So what for the normalization you will use? For the text normalization means if the suppose the word what you are just making, you are just converting the words, you want all the words that into a base word. What do you mean by base word? Like if your some sentence has the drive, or the second sentence has the driving, and the third sentence is consist of the drives, okay. Suppose this word consists, okay. So the what you have to convert these three into a base word. The base word is basically our the root word, or the base word is the drive. This is because it has same meaning, the drive, driving, drives, okay. So what you have to convert this thing. This is the step of the text normalization step. And what I'm explaining here, I'm just giving the basic idea. Again, whenever you will do the coding part, again at that part you will see how the text normalization we are using, and particularly which library we are using, from where we are using, okay. So I think you are clear with the text pre-processing step. The first step you are just going to use, then after that you will do the text normalization step, okay. Then after there is the word embedding, okay. So what do you mean by word embedding? So word embedding is a really huge topic. So we will cover in the later video what are embedding, more about the word embedding. So now here I'm just giving you the rough idea, what is the basic idea of the word embedding. What you are just doing, you are just converting the text data into numerical data. That's what you are doing, because your model, or you can just say computer, does not understand any textual data, okay. You have to convert into numerical form, okay. So that's what the computer what they understand. So for that you are using the word embeddings. So you have the many technique in the word embedding. We will see word to vec, okay. So globe, so there are many technique. Even there is the staticals, words, one hot encoding we are using. So we will discuss more about the word embedding, okay. So now the fourth step is what you have to create a model. After what you have done the text pre-processing step, you have done the normalization of that particular text, you have converted that particular text into numerical form. You have done these three steps. Now step what you have to build a creating a model. Its model can be anything. You are whether you are just building a RNN model, a deep learning model, or LSTM model, long short term memory, or recurrent neural network, or what that is a pre-trained model. So it's depend upon you what type of model you are using, whether you are creating your own model or you are using a pre-trained model. Okay, so you are just creating the model. Then after what you have to do, you have to initialize that particular model. Okay, so initializing the model basically means what you have just created that particular model, you have to just give the during the constructor what you are just passing the particular the parameter you have to give during the initializing the model. Okay, initializing a model, you are just making the object of that particular model. So I don't think so you have doubt in this also. So then next step is the testing the model. Okay, to test model, and then after there is a training model, then after test, then after you have to evaluate this model. Okay, so what does it mean? Training a model simply means what your model is learning from particular data set what you have just converted all into pre-processing, what you have done normalization you have done. Then after you have just gone for the word embedding, so that you can just convert that particular data into a numerical form. Okay, so that particular computer will understand that one. Okay, so that what during the training time it will just learn from the data set. Okay, the what particular data set what you have just given, that's it. Then after that is the test time, and then after that what you will do, evaluate that particular model. So what you will do, you will just give that particular test data, so that you will see that what model has been predicted, and then after you will match with the exact what is the exact that particular in the present in this data set. Okay, so it's depend upon you what type of model, what type of things you are building. So I'm just giving you the idea how the works, how you have to write the code for everyone. Okay, so every problem for the natural language processing you have to follow this concept. Okay, so this follow the text pre-processing the first step, then after text normalization, then word embedding, then after you will create the model, then after you will initialize the model, then after train the model, then after test the model, then after evaluate that particular model. So where here you will just see how your model is performing in the unseen data set. You will see the accuracy of that, you will see the loss of that. Then after again you will do some tuning parameter. Okay, so this step you have to, this is the NLP pipeline, this step you have to follow to do any coding part, that is whether you are just building any sorts of any sorts of model you are just building. Okay, so you have to follow this particular pipeline. Okay, so that you will not get any error, and your model will give you a good accuracy. So hope so, I think you are clear with the NLP pipeline. So in the next video I will just start with the again, so in much detail about each and every what are they, and what are word embeddings, how many types of word embedding and where we are using, and a different type of RNN, LSTM, every model we will just take these particular things in this coming series. Okay, so hope so if you like this video, then please subscribe our channel. So hope so, thank you for this.